Gentlemen, today we're diving deep into a topic that's often whispered about but rarely dissected with clarity and purpose. Understanding a woman's past, specifically her sexual past, isn't about judgment, it's about awareness. Her experiences shape how she approaches relationships, and if you're not clued in, you're playing the game blind. These are the 10 subtle signs that can indicate a high sexual past, and more importantly, what you should do about it. Let's get one thing straight. This isn't about shaming or throwing stones. It's about patterns of behavior that affect relationship dynamics. Whether we like it or not, a person's past shapes their future choices, their views on commitment, and their capacity to bond. Men, you need to vet wisely, not because you're insecure, but because your future, your legacy, and even your sanity are at stake. So let's break this down. When a woman starts dropping hints about her past escapades within the first few conversations, it's often a covert form of testing your reaction. Women who've had a more adventurous history often feel the need to normalize it. If she starts with phrases like, "Back in college I was crazy," or jokes about her wild party days, pay attention. This isn't small talk, it's a breadcrumb trail. What to do? Acknowledge but don't engage deeply. Stay neutral. Your goal isn't to condemn but to observe. Let her reveal more over time. Women with a high body count often develop a certain contempt for traditional values like monogamy or long-term commitment. You'll hear phrases like, "Marriage is outdated," or "Why do people even bother with labels anymore?" These aren't just opinions, they're defenses, often built on past experiences where they've struggled to bond or stay committed. What to do? Ask clarifying questions without debating her. Understanding her mindset will tell you whether she's capable of aligning with your values. Notice how she reacts to male attention in public. Is she too comfortable? Does she seem to thrive on it, or is she indifferent? Women who've had multiple partners often develop an ease with being the center of male focus. It's familiar to them, almost second nature. What to do? Observe, but don't overreact. Her response to male attention is a window into her past, but it's also an opportunity to see how much validation she still seeks. Does she mention a string of exes, each relationship lasting no longer than 6 months to a year? Women with a high body count often have difficulty maintaining long-term emotional investments. This is tied to what we call pair bonding degradation. The more partners, the harder it is to form deep, lasting bonds. What to do? Ask about her relationship history, but keep it casual. Don't interrogate. Observe the pattern and think critically about compatibility. When discussing her past, does she deflect responsibility for breakups or bad decisions? If every ex was crazy, or if she constantly blames external factors, it's a red flag. Women who avoid accountability often carry unresolved baggage. What to do? Don't argue. Simply note how she frames her experiences. Accountability is a cornerstone of growth, and you need a partner who owns her choices. How active is she on Instagram, TikTok, or Snapchat? Does she thrive on likes, comments, and thirst traps? Social media is the validation currency of modern women, and a woman who constantly seeks attention online often has a past tied to a need for external affirmation. What to do? Limit your engagement with her social media life. Don't compete for attention. Instead, focus on real-world interactions and see how she prioritizes her time. Birds of a feather flock together. If her closest friends are constantly partying, hooking up, or cycling through short-term relationships, don't assume she's the exception. Her social circle is a strong indicator of her own values and habits. What to do? Spend time around her friends, casually. Observe their dynamics. If their lifestyle doesn't align with your values, it's unlikely she will either. If she's hesitant about labels or exclusivity, pay attention. Women who've had many partners often view relationships as inherently temporary or transactional. Phrases like, "Why can't we just have fun?" are clear indicators. What to do? Maintain your frame. If exclusivity is important to you, set that boundary early. Don't negotiate your standards. Periods of finding herself or traveling solo often coincide with promiscuous phases. While not always true, these phases can be an indicator of unrestrained exploration. What to do? Ask about her experiences without judgment. What she values about those phases will tell you whether she's moved past them or still seeks similar experiences. When you ask about her past, does she shut down or deflect? Women who've had high partner counts often carry a mix of shame and defensiveness about it. The reluctance to engage can be a sign there's more beneath the surface. What to do? Don't pry. Let her share what she's comfortable with. Her willingness to be open and her honesty about her past is more telling than the details themselves. Gentlemen, let me be clear. None of this is about condemnation. It's about clarity. Understanding a woman's patterns doesn't make you a bad person. It makes you a smart one. Vetting isn't about controlling someone else. It's about protecting yourself, your future, and your emotional well-being. If a woman's past aligns with your values and goals, fantastic. But if it doesn't, don't compromise. Walk away with confidence and purpose. At the end of the day, you're the architect of your own life. Choose wisely. Remember, the truth is not always easy to hear, but understanding it is essential for navigating the modern dating marketplace. If you found this valuable, like the video and subscribe. Drop a comment below if you've seen any of these signs yourself or have a story to share.